I'm David Bell. This is episode 4 in a series of 12 on being an effective leader. Each episode I'll give you one key point that can change your organisation or church or study group. This time it's about enabling creativity. Let's cut to the chase. Creativity in church groups rarely gets going. Why is that? It's because an old enemy of creativity is more highly prized by church leaders. The enemy is critical thinking. Church leaders and others who want to take control of a group love critical thinking. It becomes a major form of control. A lot of faith statements rely on critical thinking. In Christianity, fundamentalists turn to well thought out critical judgments about the nature of biblical revelation. Liberals just as readily resort to well thought out critical judgments about the nature of biblical revelation. Each side imagines that they hold the truth. Neither side understands the vast majority of churchgoers neither need nor desire such limited forms of truth. Put critical thinking aside for most church life, including the Sunday morning service. Mostly, critical thinking is used to block creativity rather than nurture it. It doesn't work in most instances, and especially it doesn't work in church context. Edward de Bono puts it like this. He says that we, quote, esteem, unquote, critical thinking because we think it's of a very high order. We listen to critical thinking and value it because it seems more erudite, more scholarly. Of course we do. But it's a mistake. As de Bono says, quote, in fact, it's a very cheap and easy sort of thinking, unquote. Most expert critical thinkers, and there are legions of them, don't know when and how to use the skill. So they use it all the time. And that's why most of their activity lies at the cheap and easy end of the spectrum. Critical thinking is easy because the critic can focus on any aspect he or she likes and ignore the rest. Matters get taken out of context time after time. The high-level critic inevitably sets up his or her own arbitrary frame of reference and makes judgments from that. It's a lofty position, and the critical thinker consistently overvalues its own significance. So with what can we replace critical thinking? Is there anything that can possibly take its place? Yes, there are a range of options. 1. Look for practical outcomes and their effects, and consequences, rather than theories about what should or shouldn't be done. 2. Structure meetings so that the objective is on releasing creativity. How to do that? 3. Use art or music to stimulate perceptions. 4. Try to imagine the most outrageous goal, the bridge too far, and work backwards from it to the current situation. This will generate better questions. 5. Recognise we've all got blind spots. 6. Value the gifts in another person and find ways of enabling their potential to be fulfilled. Do those things and watch the difference in the organisation from a small study to a large church. Serious creativity is not for the few, it's for all the congregation. Each gift can be utilised for the good of the whole body of Christ. Rather than just brainstorming, concentrate on finding value and opportunity using the charisms or gifts. And always allow room for creativity in the process of implementing new ideas. When all of these have been achieved, then by all means bring to bear critical thinking. It will prove useful at that stage, but not before. Effective church leaders know when and how to use critical thinking. Thanks for watching, and do join me next week.